Curtis here, back with another weekly podcast. My partner Rob and Alex will discuss the New York Yankees. So, how would we like to start this?
I guess we should start by saying Happy Easter, everybody.
Oh, yeah, happy
Easter.
Easter.
You know, he has risen,
Yes, he has.
just like the Judge. All rise for Judge. Guy's on a tear this year already.
Yeah, well, I think that's where we should start off talking about this New York Yankees offense and how productive they've been so far this year. They are currently leading the league out of every team in so many major categories, and I find it very impressive.
Home runs.
Yeah, home runs, OPS, runs per game,
Slugging.
Not average,
And if you
though,
think
right?
we lost one of our best hitters, and we have so many people coming in that don't need to get paid $765 million.
Ben Rice.
Yeah, Ben Rice.
Ben Rice, Paul Goldschmidt, all
Divided
these,
by 10.
Cody Bellinger.
yeah, Cody Bell, all these new guys. But yeah, I mean, a few of the guys have been raking. Some of them have been cooling off as of recent, like Jazz, Volpe, and Wells are cooling off a little bit. But,
It's okay, it's expected a little bit, but they got on an early tear, which was nice.
Yeah.
Juan Soto, he had a $750 million contract over 15 years. Ben Rice, he has a
$100,000
$700,000,
contract
which
per
is
year.
divided by 10, and he's so much better. Well, I would
He's
say
been
so
better
much
this year.
This year, yeah.
But
Last year,
Another-
Soto was a little bit more productive, but this year, Ben Rice, he's been raking.
another guy that deserves a shout out is Trent Grisham. He's been doing it
Oh.
everywhere. He's been raking. He's been playing very well in the outfield.
Yeah, and even that bobble he had the other night,
He still came
he
up
still
with it,
came up with it.
and he fired
No,
it.
he's a very talented player, and he's showing that off right now in full effect.
Yeah.
But now, I think we should move on. Offense is obviously looking great, but let's talk more about this pitching staff we have going on right now.
Yeah, pitching staff is
It's so-so.
it's
Good
better
pitchers,
than I
bad
thought it
pitchers.
was going to be. Quite honestly, with
No.
all the injuries that we have, you know, we have 3 top tier pitchers out right now, and you know the replacements that we have in Max Fried and even Stroman was doing pretty good.
No, he was doing bad.
No,
Max Fried threw a gem today.
Yeah, Max Fried has been amazing for the Yankees so far to start off the 2025 season.
Devin Williams.
Yeah. But besides that, Rodon hasn't been doing terrible. We just got Clark Schmidt back, which he can be a very productive pitcher for us.
yeah,
Cole's out to mid-26, right?
What?
Cole's out till mid-26.
I'm not 100% sure.
yeah. I mean that's a shame, but you know, at this point we gotta pick ourselves up by the bootstraps and move it along here.
Exactly.
You know, we got Luke Weaver.
Ooh.
Yeah, out of
Sitting
the
out
pen,
there.
the bullpen, it's been a little shaky, but we have some guys that have really put together some solid performances, such as Luke Weaver, Fernando Cruz,
Yeah.
who's one of those new arms.
He pitched today, right?
Yes, he
Cruz.
did. But yeah, I mean, pitching staff, it's not as good as last year, I'd say. But still, I think a lot of different pitchers on our team are excelling, are showing positive signs to getting better.
Yeah. No, I think
Once we get Heal back too, I think our pitching staff's going to look pretty good.
Yep. No, it's a shame that Cole is out for as long as he's going to be, but you know, like I said, we gotta make do with what we got, and then maybe they can make some trades before the trade deadline. You know, get in another strong arm, you know, strong starting arm, and you know, see where we end up.
Matthew,
Who's someone you'd like to target as a starting pitching option?
starting pitching. We just lost we lost him to the Mets. He's been pretty good, but we're not going to
Clay
sign him back.
Holmes?
Clay
Yeah.
Holmes.
Well, I'm talking about a trade. Maybe a team that's bad but has a good pitcher that they're trying to get rid of. Like, a name that comes to mind for me is Sandy Alcantara on the Marlins.
Oh, yeah, because the Marlins haven't been doing so good.
Yeah, and he won a Cy Young a few years back. Got
Although-
Tommy John, and he's back this year.
That is their last hope, so I don't know if they're going to let him go. They gave us Jazz. I don't know if they're going to let him go now.
Is there any chance in hell we get Skeens?
Nope.
No, definitely not.
That would
I
be
mean, if we
amazing,
trade
huh?
Judge, Chisholm, Bellinger, and Goldschmidt, maybe.
Yeah, that guy's amazing.
That guy is. He's a special talent. But yeah, moving on. I think let's talk about the defense.
Defense, yeah. I think defense has been pretty good.
It's been good. I mean, there's some like bad plays. Today they put on a pretty good showing on defense.
Yeah.
I mean,
Except that one error from Goldie.
yeah, that one error from Goldie, but you can't really
Oh,
blame him.
yeah,
I
that
mean,
was a bad hop. And
It
it,
was
hit
a
his
bad hop.
wrist. And he
Yeah.
was like going up. Because he saw it coming up. He was like this. And it still hit his wrist.
yeah.
I feel like they've been turning some pretty good plays. You know, I think Jazz has been pretty solid out there.
Yeah, he made a.
Cody Bellinger.
Cody
Didn't he make
Bellinger's completely
Jazz
solid.
Chisholm? He made like a over the shoulder catch today. And
Oh, yeah, I
going
saw
at the
that.
Center.
And Trent Grisham dove for a ball today, but yeah, I feel like this defense
Oh,
has
and
been
he
much
doubled
better.
him up, right?
Yeah, he did double him up. Max Fried got a pick off today.
And it's so weird that they're playing in Tampa in their minor league stadium and they're in the away dugout.
Oh, that's right. The roof got ripped off, right?
Yeah, their roof.
Yeah.
And it's so weird seeing all the "Let's Go Rays" and Rays signs everywhere.
Well, let's talk about Aaron Judge's bomb today that got called a foul ball.
Yeah, I know what's going on with that, but I didn't actually get to see the.
Oh, he
video of it?
destroyed the ball.
Yeah.
It was out of the stadium into the trees,
Wow.
like on the sidewalk.
And they called it foul, right?
And they
Yeah.
called it foul.
But it was so clearly a fair ball. It was very hard to see because it was over the foul pole.
It went over the foul pole into the trees.
That's crazy.
It was a
He like pimped it though. It was like a line drive that was going up, which I wouldn't say is a line drive, but
and it stinks because I want to see how far that would have gone.
I know.
Yeah, that must have been a towering, massive blast.
Let me find it.
When are we getting Stanton back? Do we know?
June, I believe.
Yeah, June or July. I'm pretty sure it's June though.
Oh, you ready? Here
Yeah.
it is.
Let's take a look at this.
But listen to the sound off the bat.
Driven deep to left field. Fair ball, it's gone. It is a foul ball, just foul. A bullet down the line. See, from that angle, it looks fair, right? Into the trees. Oh, my God.
After review, call on the field stand. It's a foul ball.
This guy's an idiot.
Yeah, that's a shame.
Oh, it's a huge shame.
Did we win?
Yes, we
Yeah,
won.
we
We
won 4-0.
went 3-1 in Tampa. We just swept the Royals before this. So right now we're on a 6-1 streak right now, which is nice to see. But
Yeah.
What's
Might
our
even be
record?
7-1.
13.
I think we're 13 and 8.
8? Oh yeah,
That's not terrible.
that's pretty good. Yeah,
Where are we in the standings?
I think we're
Oh,
first in our
we're
league.
first place in the American East by, I believe, a game and a half.
Who's back behind us?
Toronto.
Toronto.
Right.
Yeah, I'll pull up these standings in a second here once it loads.
And
but-
then Orioles are there too, right?
no, I think Orioles are in last place.
Oh yeah, they got like crushed by the Reds today, right?
Yeah, 24-2.
That's crazy.
Oh, that's like Little League numbers.
I know.
Yeah, the Yankees are 14-3 right now, first in the division by 2 games. 2 games behind them is Toronto, 2.5 games, Boston, and then it goes Baltimore, and then Tampa's in last.
Wow. That is crazy.
Who does Tampa even have? They have that guy Junior Caminero, and that's kind of
Yeah,
it.
he's a newer guy, but he's been playing very well to start off the year.
I mean, that's kind of it, right? They don't have much other players.
Yeah.
How are the Marlins looking?
Marlins, I don't think they're necessarily anything to write home about right now. I think
Unless
they're
you're
kinda
writing a tragedy.
What?
Unless you're writing a tragedy.
Yeah. Nothing very entertaining going on with those guys, but
The A's, they haven't been doing so bad, but it's like they're better than usual, but
But it's the A's.
it's the A's.
Bono, I mean, they've got some nice pieces on offense right now. Some guys that are just coming out of
Brent Rooker.
nowhere and raking.
Okay. That's respectable.
Some prospects they've just been calling up.
Brent Rooker.
I don't know. They're a very exciting team, I think. They're like the young, exciting, just like random players. It's fun to watch, I feel like.
Nice. So where do we think the season is going to head for the Yankees?
I mean, if it's looking this positive right now and we adjust some of the pitching woes we have, I feel like we can do very well. And in a weak American League, and especially American League East this year, I think there's a really good chance for us to do something special.
Okay.
Yeah, last year we faced the Dodgers, and the game one, we could have won if they hadn't brought in Nestor. Game two, I think we definitely would have lost that. Game three was the
Yeah, that's the one they lost. Game 4 was one where Volpe hit the grand slam.
yeah that one.
And then
So-
Game 5 we should have won as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Game
so
5
that
was
that
a
would
disaster.
be 3 wins for us, right?
And it would have been 3-2 series, and then who knows what would have happened in Game 6 and Game 7.
Yeah.
Well, we can't
Dwell on that.
dwell on that. We got to look forward because we can sit here all night commiserating on how that series went.
We just got to be positive on our team to go far this year, though.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I think they actually have a better chance than they did last year. Last
I
year they
agree.
had Soto, who kind of carried them, because Judge in the playoffs was terrible.
Yeah,
And
hopefully he can...
Stanton, he was pretty good, but
Oh, Stan was amazing.
Stan was outstanding.
he's gonna be back this year as well.
Yeah, he should be, hopefully.
So he'll do that, and then Bellinger too. He's been pretty good. He had a solo home run today.
Yeah.
Judge,
Got Goldschmidt.
Judge,
Ben
I hope he wakes
Rice.
up. Oh, Ben Rice. I'm excited to see what he could do because he's been on the bench. He was a bench warmer last year. So,
Yeah.
Yeah. We have anything else to talk about, or...
I just, I gotta address the white elephant in the room here with Soto. What a poor start he's having this season.
Oh, yeah.
Not that I wish that upon him, but it just makes you think. If the Mets have a little bit of buyer's remorse at this point.
he does not look like he wants to be there.
No, he doesn't look like he wants to be there. It doesn't look like anybody else wants him to be there even. And
He made that
he's
tweet,
hitting,
right?
he's sitting in front of Alonso, right?
Yeah.
And Alonso is raking, like absolutely tearing it
Yeah.
up.
Second
So-
best hitter behind Judge right now.
Yeah. So he was behind Judge last year though, wasn't he? For the most part.
No.
No.
Soto and then Judge.
Oh, Soto and then Judge. Gotcha.
And then
gotcha.
Stan.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Stan.
So I guess he had
Stan would bat fourth.
I guess he had a little bit more protection.
Oh, yeah.
But it's awkward to see, to watch, because you're used to seeing this guy hit, But hey, it is what it is. He made his bed.
Now he has to lay in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
I don't think anybody on the Yankees wants him back anyway.
I know. After what he did, no one seems to like him anymore. So
Yeah, I think he's quickly turned from a fun, young player that everyone loves to one of the most hated players. in
Yeah,
the
money
sport.
hungry.
Yeah.
I think other
Money-hungry,
teams hate him.
selfish. Not a great teammate.
I mean, even though most of the players would take money over the team, Judge didn't.
Nope.
He turned down a $300 million contract, I think, to the Padres.
Well, I mean, yeah, and we're looking at him now, and he's...
He's a monster.
And you look at that contract that he gave, and it
How much
feels
money
like a
do you really
steal.
need, though?
I know, Soto doesn't need that much.
Why do you need that money?
Like,
what are you going to do with $700 million in your lifetime?
I get we gave him $700 million, and he got $800 million, and $100 million is $100 million, but he already built his house here.
Yeah. I mean, and the other thing is, it's like why? Like, you never know what's going to happen with one person. You know, like, he could get injured. You know, he's not immune to that.
Yeah.
You know, anybody can get injured at any time. You know,
And he still makes the money.
and the petty things that he left the Yankees for, what? A private suite for his
mom.
For his mom.
Yeah.
And a few extra little whatever, right? I mean, it's just so stupid. Like, seriously, like, Judge didn't get any of that stuff.
Yeah.
Why
Mantle
would you give it to
didn't
him?
Mantle's getting $1,500 over 30 years.
Yeah.
Like, they play until they're like 60.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. Let's not talk about him anymore, though. He doesn't deserve
Yeah, let's not bring him up.
content on this show. But
No, I
it's-
just, I think it's interesting to see where he's at and where he would be. I mean, because, if he was in our lineup, it might be different. But I'm glad we didn't spend that money on one individual player, because
I
I don't believe one individual player is worth that much.
Oh, I totally agree.
A little boy's game.
Cohen,
You
that's
know?
his name, right?
Yeah, Cone, yeah.
Steve Cohen.
Yeah, he wasted his money.
Yeah.
100%. You could offer Shohei Ohtani that, although he may not sign.
Yeah.
But he could, if you offer him $900 million, which he probably would do.
Oh my God! Just like that.
It's insanity.
I know.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. I mean, I think we have a lot to look forward to. I think the team looks promising. I think we got some kinks to work out, but if they can get those kinks worked out early on, and we don't get into a rut, we come back and we win series. We put the bat head on the ball consistently. With the guys who need to be doing that, I think we'll be in good shape. I feel good. I feel like we'll get into. I feel like we'll be playoff contenders for sure. It's just, like I said, a couple of those pitching woes that we need to get figured out pretty quickly here. And we should be in pretty good shape.
How about that play for Belly the other day?
Oh, that diving play to save the
That
game.
could have tied the game.
Could have tied the game, but Bellinger, I mean, if Soto was out there, it would be a 4-4 game.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, he wouldn't even dive for that. He would let it go by, chase it, and it would be a triple.
No, he'd make a weak, leaping attempt at it.
And then it would hit, like, he wouldn't even get it. It would go past. He'll try and pick it up. He'll bobble it, and it will go over the fence.
Yeah, totally. It would be a ground rule double.
Yeah. Yeah, shout out Jumboy. They were making shirts that said "Saved by the Belly."
Oh, that's awesome.
Like Saved by the Bell, that's good.
Yeah. No, I like that. That's cool.
Yeah, they make really cool shirts.
Yeah.
Let's compare Anthony Volpe to Derek Jeter.
No,
That's rough.
Doesn't come close.
Jeter was.
Yeah, well, Anthony Volpe's defense, people always say, like the Derek Jeter haters, they say Derek Jeter's defense was awful. Sure, he made some bad plays, but the good plays he made were remarkable.
Yeah, no, I don't think Jeter was a bad defender.
That's what everyone says.
Yeah, I mean, they can say what they want. I mean,
But that's what they say
I
with
watched
Aaron
the guy
Judge.
play for 20 years.
Yeah.
That's what they say about Aaron Judge. He dropped the ball in center field in the World Series, and now everyone says he
But
sucks.
Judge has been one of the best defenders
Yeah.
in previous seasons.
Hey, things happen. At the worst times for the best players. You know, and it's yeah. I mean that in the World Series was rough to watch.
Yeah.
That is definitely like, it makes your heart sink, right? But at the same time, unfortunately, we know that Judge does not produce as well in the offseason as he does in the regular season. I mean, it's a proven fact. All of the postseasons that he's been in, he's not racked up the numbers that he is capable of during the regular season.
I know, and I mean, I hope he can figure that out.
Yeah.
I hope that's something he can work on.
And I don't think it's nerves. I don't know what it is.
I think it's nerves.
You think it's nerves?
I think it's nerves.
Yeah, I don't see him being nervy like that though. I mean, he's just. But I guess anything's possible, right?
Yep.
At the end of the day, let's hope he gets it figured out. We get into the postseason this year. It's still very early, right? I mean, what are we, 20-something games in?
Yeah, we're just over 20 right now.
Yeah.
22 games in.
So I mean, we got a ways to go. Hopefully
Totally.
they can figure out, starting pitching, the bullpen. Hopefully our offense and defense continues to sparkle, and I think we'll be good.
I agree.
The other day, this thought crossed my mind. So, at first it seems weird, but then you think of it and you could say, okay, that makes a little bit of sense. Letting Judge go to the Giants for the final year of his of his career, because
That's where he's from.
that's where he's from, and he grew
But-
up loving the Giants.
He wants to be a lifelong Yankee at this point, though.
I guess that's
He's the
true.
captain. He's never going to go to another team.
Yeah. I mean, Jeter, he would never leave.
Maybe
'cause he
maybe
loved-
after he retires, they sign him for a day or something. So
like
he
Will
could
Ferrell in the.
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Or they can make him an honorary whatever.
Who are easy Hall of Famers? Judge, Ohtani.
Mike Trout,
Mike Trout, definitely.
Clayton Kershaw,
Clayton Kershaw.
Scherzer, Verlander.
Scherzer, Verlander. As much as I hate Verlander.
Alonzo.
No.
Nah, I
No?
don't think Alonso. Not yet.
I think maybe Francisco Lindor.
Maybe.
Maybe. He's like.
Cole
Cole.
Goldschmidt.
Cole.
Cole, he's getting there.
Yeah.
Let's
Max
see.
Fried, potentially.
Potentially. If he keeps doing what he's doing, maybe.
Yeah. I don't know. The Hall of Fame has become much more exclusive. You need to be good for at least 10 plus seasons, or have an insane peak like Judge is having right now
Yeah.
to even be considered. You got to have longevity, counting stats, individual success, whether that be MVPs, team success in the postseason. There's so many of these things that not every single player has. But you look at a guy like maybe Mookie Betts or Freddie Freeman, both of them have the counting stats. They have the longevity. They've got years to come. Both of them have multiple World Series titles.
Yeah.
And then
True.
they also have the individual accolades like the Silver Sluggers, MVPs, Gold Gloves to go along with it. Those are two surefire Hall of Famers.
Do you guys remember Luke Voigt?
Yeah.
Yeah. He did good for us.
Yeah, that
And
2020 season.
Where is he now?
He's playing in Mexico.
Yeah.
He's playing in Mexico. I feel like he's better than that, though.
Not really anymore.
Then he'd be on a team.
Yeah. I guess the proof's in the pudding, right?
Yeah. Sometimes I look at these teams' lineups when they're playing the Yankees. I'm like, whoa, he's on that team because he used to be a Yankee, and he was like at the beginning of my life, not the beginning, but when I was 4 or 5, watching the game, I saw these players play. So they're the original in my mind.
Yeah. No,
So
I
I'm
hear ya.
seeing them. I'm like, whoa, what? How did they end up in the Padres?
Yeah. That's like me, someone from my generation would be like Don Mattingly. With the guys that I grew up watching.
Who, Babe Ruth?
Oh, yeah. I'll give you Babe Ruth. Oh, guess what? Matty doesn't matter anymore. Blah! That was a good one. I'll give you that one. Come on.
All right, what do we think? Ready to wrap up?
Yeah.
Been
Yeah.
30 minutes.
Yeah, that was good. Good
All right,
30 minutes.
cool.
All right.
Want to do your outro?
I'm Maddie's Matters, and what matters to Maddie is the New York Yankees.
Let's go.
See you
Go
next
Bombers.
week.